Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Linda from lindaspapercraft.co.uk and we are in the final week of November 2025's Coffee and Card using the traditional label dies. And as I said before, I'd already made these cards using the snowflake paper, the Delicate Pines paper, and now we're going to make them using the Traditions of Christmas paper. I always have to keep looking this up. It is the Traditions of Christmas. Woo! So now one of the other colours, I've used a lot of the Secret Sea because I love the Secret Sea colour. See, gorgeous, gorgeous colour. Anyway, we're actually moving to Pool Party, which is another colour and obviously much more subtle than the Secret Sea. So let's get going. All the measurements that you need are down below. You will, oh, there's, I'm saying I've lost my envelope already, it's here. So you've got A6 basic white, thick basic white card blank, plus some normal basic white to do your sentiment with. And then we have some pieces of Pool Party and Designer Series paper. And the measurements for these will be in the description below. So one is for die cutting and then this is for going on the front of the card. So I think what I did, yeah, so this is a normal measurement. So this is 12.4 by 8. And so this is 3mm bigger. So it's 12.7 by 8.3. And that gives you just a little hint of a border, which I think looks really nice when you then put it against a contrasting colour. It really stands out. And I just love the way that tones with the paper. Okay, so let's glue these two. I mean, look at that. That's the Secret Sea again in 2 different tones. I was just thinking, I wonder. I think I might have to buy the 2-tone paper for the Secret Sea after looking at that, because I bet it's gorgeous. Okay, so we're just putting that with a nice fine border around the outside, and then I'm going to glue that onto my card. Oof, just got it slightly over to one side, so I'm just popping it off. This is why I like the Tombow glue, because it doesn't dry straight away, so you can readjust if you need. So it's the thing with the very narrow border. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to pop that in the middle here. So and the paper really does all the work on this, doesn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. So right, so we're now going to get our stamp. So the And Bright is just one stamp and then the Merry is on its own. So I am going to stamp the And Bright first in the Pool Party, and then I'm going to add my Merry. Quite a subtle card, this one. And you sort of have to, I'm going to, looking through the hole in the light. And I'm sort of lining the M and the Y up with the B and the T. There we go. And we just need to cut that out and cut out the backing piece. Let's not lose the 2 pieces I want to cut out. Put these over there. Okay, oh, we're going that way, are we? Right. Okay, so we'll start with the sentiment. And that is a see it fits really well. Now, I don't know if you can see on there, my colour is slightly different. Now, if you've been stamping in red, which I have, you really need to give it a good clean before you stamp with your pool party. Otherwise, you get a little bit of a pink twinge on your pool party. It does tend to be the lighter colours that it does that on. So just a little extra scrub before stamping in a paler colour probably would be a good idea. So you do as I say, not as I do. I quite like that it's a different tone. So, we'll see if I still like it when I go and send it out and I don't end up cutting it off and doing it again. So as I say, you just need to make sure when you're changing from a very dark colour like cherry cobbler to a pale colour like this pool party, that you give it a chance, that you really give it a good clean. Come on. I treat myself to new plates every January, but I suspect we might be getting one sooner than that. And there we go. Pop you away. Check my paper. More or less still straight. Right. See, as I said, last week we had this as the sentiment piece, and this week we're having it as a layering piece, and it just goes beautifully, doesn't it? So somebody's spent a lot of time designing these for us. Thank you, Stampin' Up. Okay. Then I'm just going to pop that on here so it's just hanging over a little bit. So I'm not going to put dimensionals on this edge because that's quite thick and it will make it dip down. So we start about there. 2. 4. Just in the middle there. So still haven't decided what I'm doing in December yet. I mean, I am filming this earlier than it goes out, obviously. So, but I do need to have a think about what we're going to be doing in December. And I just pop that on there like that. How gorgeous is that? Okay, and then 2 gem or not 2 gem. I don't think I'm going to actually, because I really like, there's a lot of pattern there already. I think I'm going to leave that as it is. So let's leave those over there. So that's the original and that's the new one. So I hope you've enjoyed this month's of cards and I look forward to seeing you in December. Take care. Bye.